Good morning, fellow traders. Baldwin here. It's time for the Good Morning Market Prep for Monday, October the 18th, 2021. I hope everybody had a blessed weekend and a wonderful night last night. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice, so please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. Good. All right, let's see where we left off the market last week. So SPX, guys, a big push last week. We started really to eat away at the prior month's bearish engulfing candle. It's amazing how far we are into October already, but just is what it is, right? Time flies. So again, but last week though closed over 1, 2, 3 weekly highs after holding all those lower shadows, including this lower shadow right here, and gave us a lower shadow as well. So let's see what we have in store for this week. Are they going to make another push? I mean, this candle right here, if you have another candle like this, I believe we're at all-time highs, right? Or at least really close. So the one thing though on the daily is that we have not confirmed at least a short-term upward trend. I mean, obviously there's bullish price action. You know, we got long on names like Amazon, Tesla, things like that. But even though we closed above the macro downward trend line the other day, we want increasing volume on the SPY, S&P futures. We closed about to confirm the trend. Otherwise, it's just stretching the trend box, right? So again, this could still mean we're in a corrective pattern, and we'll just have to see how that goes here today. So again, one corrective pattern theory, right, is that you have this wave 1 right here. You have an A, B, C wave 2, and then we could be working on a larger wave 3, right? So that is a possibility. However, it doesn't seem to be supported by the 1-2-1-2. We got that wave 3 up move on Friday, to finish on Friday, and now we're gapping down a little bit on the futures, so we may see a little wave 4 pullback before we get a wave 5 up, which could then take us back to those all-time highs like we were looking at. So we'll see how that goes. We got earnings, big earnings coming up this week. We got Tesla and Netflix. So we'll see how those go. A bunch of other names reporting this week too, and then following that we've got the big ones. We got Apple, Amazon, all the Facebooks and all that stuff. So that should be pretty wild. So we'll see how that goes. But either way, it should be fun. Let's keep an eye on it, see how it goes, and go from there. Follow the price action, right? So good stuff. Let's take a look at the SPY and see how it's behaving here this morning. A couple names, pulling back here today, like SPY, for instance, lost its geometric level that it held nicely on Friday. Even though it was a grinder on Friday, it's just below it here this morning, so we'll see how that goes going into today. S&P futures, again, below its geometric line here tonight, but it is starting to pop right here. Basically the big thing is if we can get over this geometric line, got a bunch of levels above, over the overnight high, right, has got some clear area above if the bulls want to step up. But over the overnight low, if we lose this, we got that open gap that could be tested, and below the open gap, we've got the VPOC right from that day, so that could be interesting as well. MES, again, same thing. One thing you can kind of look at is this is probably, I forgot to put the forward slash on that. One thing you can consider about this is that this could just be a bull flag, right? And the way the market is, it wouldn't surprise me. So, I mean, it's holding pretty nicely right here. So see if that, we got your flag, pull, flag. See how that goes here going into today. Qs. Again, holding on to the geometric level, getting a little bit perky here after that hold. IWM is actually a little bit weaker than the other names here today. It was actually relatively weak on Friday. It's continuing its way down here this morning. Let's see if it holds big geometric level line below. If it gets weak, then it might want to test. XLF, big move, fresh all-time highs last week after the big banks reported some big earnings. So we'll see how that goes. We'll take a look at it a little bit, but we've got a Bank of America on the short radar, right? So well, not really on the short, not necessarily on a short radar, but we did see some unusual put activity on it this morning in the bubble report. So we'll point that out here in a little bit as we after we get through the sectors. The VIX. Again, interesting on the VIX, I just want to point this out on the daily chart, is we do have we are potentially working on a Morningstar reversal candle, and it is kind of at prior support areas right here. So if we do get a Morningstar and we close over that ADMA, who knows? Maybe that big wave 3 that we're looking at may be in store. Apple has had some strong movement right here. We're over the ADMA on this one. Gapping down a little bit this morning, but starting to perk up here, so we'll see how that goes. Tesla, bullish despite the fact that their deliveries on their Model X are being delayed, but maybe that just means they're getting so many orders. So that's it. Depending how you interpret that, we'll see how it goes. Bitcoin, again, the big news on Bitcoin coming up this week. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to get more in-depth video coverage on the stocks or setups that are on our radar, be sure to join our group or subscribe to the Bubble Report for more morning analysis. The Bubble Report includes S&P 500 review, also a market profile game plan on the S&P futures, sector updates, gappers, orbs, unusual option activity, economic calendar, and we also have Elliott wave counts that are on our radar made by Algo 382. Be sure to click the link at the end of this video to subscribe today.